Yes, it's true. We have made the decision as a family. We are moving to France. This is something we want to do. This is a goal. This is about expanding our horizons and exploring the world around us. But we're also cautious about it. We're being very careful. So, what does the timeline look like? Well, both my husband and I are still working under contracts. We each have a contract to fulfill, and that will take us into 2025. They don't end at the same time, but within 6 months of each other. So we'll work that out. So we are a year and a half to 2 years maximum away from this move, less than 2 years now. But we're going to do it, and we're going to do it smart. We don't want to go over there and fail and have to come back in 2 years. So we're going to talk about some of the steps we're taking right now to get us there successfully. Number one, it is finishing this house. So we bought this home. We've now been here officially 3 years. We just hit our 3-year anniversary of living here. I love this house. I love it so much. But when we bought it, it was very dated everywhere. Everything from the roof to the exterior siding to everything inside, very dated. I mean, I'm talking decades, and very yellow, every shade of yellow in every room in this whole house. I have a channel right here that I started, if you want to check that out. It's called That 70s Colonial, that showed me renovating this house. And I will show you also what the renovation looks like for us at this point in time. Here is where I'm currently working. It's beautiful, isn't it? You can see the old color and the new color. I don't mind the old color, but it had so many scuffs and scratches on the wall that I didn't have this color anymore. This was from the previous owners. So I just had to start from scratch. So I just started with the cutting in of this color just the other day, working on finishing up this hallway. And that's where we're at right now. It's sort of practice for maintenance and repairs and things like that when we do get to France. And we do not intend to have a large-scale renovation or anything of the sort. But I like to practice and learn new skills, and perhaps it'll come in handy one day. So the next thing that goes along with that, though, so that's number one, this is like 1B, is we're preparing by building equity in this house, by adding value to it, making improvements, making it worth more by DIYing it and having some things professionally repaired that need to be done so that it is worth more, because we are taking the equity out of this house and using it to purchase our place in France. As Americans, it is extremely difficult, if even possible, to get a mortgage in France. So we're not going to do that. We're going to be paying cash for our property using the funds from this house, and also selling nearly everything we own, which takes us to number two. Yes, we are going to sell nearly everything that we own and move over so that we don't have an entire moving truck worth of items to ship over there. It's expensive, and also some of it's not going to be applicable over there. So what does that look like? Well, as it is right now, we are slowly downsizing what we own, very slowly, to the point where if there's just extra clothes in my closet, extra shoes, extra things, I'm selling those things off right now. I'm on Poshmark. I am doing eBay. I'm holding garage sales. Okay, so here we go. This, I'm showing you real deal. This is my closet of eBay and Poshmark clothes. These are all the things that I have listed for sale currently. Some of these are our actual clothing that we have worn, or sometimes they're things that I've picked up at secondhand shops that I thought were of good quality and affordable. These are on Poshmark as well. So this is what it looks like to be selling off things. Oh, there's a stack down here. I want to be full disclosure. There's a stack of clothes there as well. But secondarily, I know it's going to someone who can use it, and I don't have to deal with it once we get towards moving time, because then it becomes, oh my gosh, what do I do with all this stuff? So we're slowly paring that down. I also find myself talking myself out of buying anything else. So I love estate sales. I love the things you find at estate sales, little unique treasures. But if I'm buying something now, I have to think to myself, am I taking this with me to France? Is it that valuable to me? Or is it something I'm going to be selling in 2 years if I have a big estate sale at this house? Here's another cabinet. We're getting really real here. These are items that I have bought at estate sales for the most part. This is my husband's grandmother's china. Some of these things I'll probably just end up selling. These are just things that I have for parties, things I've bought at estate sales. Beautiful little Limoges china porcelain sets. I just think they're beautiful. Let's see if we can see it. See if we can get you on there. Yeah, so these are things that I will no longer be buying. I have these and I love them, and I would love to take these with me if it would be worthwhile to pack them up and send with us. But this is something else that I'll be sorting through. What do we keep? What do we sell? What's worthwhile? What do we let go of? And number 3, we are doing all the research we can about how to live in France. I bought a book. It's called Foolproof French Visas. I have started it. I'm certainly not finished with it yet, but I have started it somewhat, about understanding which visa type we will apply for, because you have to have a visa to live there. We can't just move in and there you go. So I need to know what type of visa so we know what plans to have in place, so we know what we're going to need when it comes time. We will be working for ourselves there because it's much more difficult to get a job. They've got to sponsor your visa and all that stuff. And I am an entrepreneur by heart, so I don't want to get a job anyway. So that will be our business. So we're working on that plan and doing lots and lots of research. We would ideally love to buy a chateau. Love to buy a chateau. It might be a beautiful old farmhouse, a maison de maître, like a petit chateau. We don't know. We're open up to any of those things, and we're pretty open with the region that we want. But it's fun to learn and explore all the different things that are in all the different places in France, so that we are most educated on everything. What kind of jobs we want to have for ourselves, what locations are of interest to us where we would want to live, because we visited so many and pretty sure I haven't found a bad place yet. So that's what we have planned thus far for what we're doing right now. Week by week, day by day, we take steps towards clearing things out, moving forward, and getting ready for the big leap. That's what I am working on this week. If you have a plan to move to France, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you are working on to achieve that goal. Is there something else that perhaps I could be doing right now that I haven't thought of? Please let me know. We are all in this together to reach our goals and achieve our dreams. We'll see you next time.